Yes, good morning all, and we discussed in the yesterday's class all the properties of integers like closure, commutative, associative and distributive. Now, how to use this property and how to apply these properties for our real-time examples, to solve the real-time examples. See here, as I already told you, to make multiplication easier, we are using this associative property. Associative property means which operations first I need to do. Suppose here I am having A into B into C. So first where I need to multiply first. Suppose the bracket is there, I need to go here only. Suppose if the bracket is here, then I need to multiplication first here, then I need to do multiply with A. This is the procedure. Clear? So here someone wants to join. Sure. Then see, in this example, find 16 multiplied with 12. So 16 multiplied 12, I can write this 12 as a 10 plus 2. So by using the distributive property, A into B plus C, I can write as a AB plus AC. So what is the value of here? 16 multiplied with 10, 160 plus 16 multiplied with 2, 32. So 192 is the answer. Now I will give one more example. 25 multiply with 25 multiply with some 14. What is the value of this 25 multiply with 14? This type of calculation is improve your mental ability skills, and this will help you in your competitive exam, solving a competitive exam in a very less time, the arithmetic problems in a very less time. You need to solve now. So at that time this yes, please. Yes, you can write as a 10 plus 4. Now you multiply inside. So 25 into 10, 250 plus 25 into 4, 100. So 350, direct answer. So now I will ask this question for Ritika only. So Ritika, 16 multiply with 15. How you can write this one? Quick. 16 multiply with 10 plus 5. So 160 plus 80. Is it right? 240. Now I will ask Kirtana. 99 into 11. 99 into 11.
99 into 10 plus 1.
Yes. So see here, I can write as a 990 plus 99. This is a one way. Another way I can see here. Suppose I need to find 11 into 99. 11 into 99 suppose. 11 into, I can write here 100 minus 1 for 99. I can write 99 as a 100 minus 1. So then 11 into 100, 1100 minus 11 into 1, 11. So 1100 minus 11. This is also the same answer. These both are the same answer. So it depends on the situation. See here, suppose if I tell 16 multiply with 18, then what you will do?
The 16 multiply with 10 plus 8.
No. Again you need to multiply 16 into 8 na. That is compared to that one, 16 multiply with 20 minus 2. Understood? And one more thing here, suppose if I want to calculate 16 into 19, 16 multiply with 19, then what you will do? 16 multiply with 20 minus 1. 20 minus 1. Okay? Then here 320 minus 16, 304 is the answer. Perfect. You know na how to apply this. Same here. In this way also. Here also we are applying. See, that is why. What is the importance of the properties? If you know property, na, you can play with your mathematics. You can play in your mathematics with your basic operations, basic arithmetic operations. What are the basic arithmetic operations?
Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division.
Yes, excellent. Basic arithmetic operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication and yes. Everyone is following now. I told this is a homework. This is a homework for you. How many of you solved this homework? Okay, you understood now. What about the remaining students? What about your? Huh? Very good. Superb. And this one, this example 5. See here, I will read this question. Suppose we represent the distance above the ground by a positive integer. Yes, distance. Suppose this is our ground. Okay, represent the distance above the ground is a positive integer. Above the ground is a positive integer, and that below the ground by a negative integer. Then answer the following. The below the ground, if you dig inside the ground, that is acting as your negative integer. Then an elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 5 meter per minute. What will be its position after 1 hour? Understood this question? An elevator is descends into a mine, means it is going inside into the earth. And what is the rate? 5 meter per minute. For 1 minute, it's going 5 meters distance. For 2 minutes, how much? For 2 minutes, 10 meters. 10 meters. For 3 minutes, okay, like that for 1 hour, he is asking for 1 hour. So for 60 minutes, this is how much? 60 minutes. So 60 multiply with 60 minutes, 5, 300 meters. Yes, now we need to discuss about the sign, whether it is a positive or negative. Here he told that when we go into the earth, descends into the earth, that is a negative integer. So that is why here it is descends into the earth, so it is minus 300 meters. Clear? Next. If it begins to descend from 15 meters above the ground, suppose it begins to descend from the 15 meters above the ground, what will the position after 45 minutes? Now initially it is a 15 meters above the ground, and what will be happens after a 45 minutes? So after 40, just you check from the ground itself. After 45 minutes, how it will be? So after 45 minutes, 5 into 45. Like after 60 minutes, 60 into 5. After 45 minutes, it is descends. So that is why I am putting in minus. After 45 minutes, so minus 225. And one more thing, we need to understand. See in this second question, he is asking that if it begins to descend from the 15 meter above the ground level, means it is already 15 meter above the ground. But in the previous problem, in the first problem, it is from the ground itself. But in the second problem, it is already has a 15 meter above the ground. So then from this 15 meters to it goes inside here. Okay. So now here what we can do, we need to add that 15 meters also. No? which it has initial position 15 meter above the ground, that we need to add. So I need to add 15 meter to this one. So minus 225 plus my 15. It is already my previous one. So how much? Minus 210. Means minus 210 means here minus 210 meter means what is the meaning of this one? 210 meters inside the earth, 210 meters below the ground level, we can say. Clear? This is the exercise problems. Have you solved this exercise problems? If you not solve, you solve today. If you not solve, you solve today. If you have any doubts, I will discuss with you. Okay? And we discussed about the division of integers. We discussed about the division of integers. Okay? So you know how to means divide two integers. See here. What is the division of this one? 5 multiplied with minus 9. Okay? So then whether this division is possible or not. Here 5 divides with minus 9. Here minus 9 is divided with 5. How much I will get? No. 5 division 5 with C means minus 5 by 9 is 1, minus 9 by 5 is 1. Okay? So you know how to divide these two, taking decimals. That we will discuss, no problem. See here. See here, simple. Here one 12 by 2 is there. Minus 12 division with 2. So what you need to do? You need to divide it as a whole number only. After that, for your result, you put this sign. Then 12 by first you need to divide with 12. So 6. So after that you need to put this sign here. Yes. Clear? So same way here. 45 by 5 also. Minus 45 by 5. 45 by 5 is how much? 9. You need to put this negative sign here.
Sir, we should keep the bigger number sign.
Sorry?
We should keep the bigger number sign as well.
This sign, na?
Yes, sir.
We can keep within the bracket. Okay? Yes, can you ask one more time?
Sir, she is asking the minus sign is there also. That we should add the only bigger number.
We should add
Only the bigger number, but what is the biggest one?
No. See here. Suppose I will give one more example. 12 divided with minus 2. Suppose. Then what is the answer for this? For this also answer is a 6. Minus 6. Suppose 20 divided with minus 5. Then what is the answer, Kirtana? Huh? Minus 4. Like this. Clear? No need to confuse. Suppose whether it is in numerator or denominator, the negative sign that will reflect as our output also. Okay? Here see here in our subtraction we will be having a sign for which more number we are having, the largest number which has a sign, that will be sign for our result in our subtraction, but in division is not like that. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So see here, you just follow this one. A divided with of minus b is equal to minus a divided with b, and where b is not equal to 0. And you just solve here. What is the answer of this one? First one. Minus 48 divided with 8 is how much? Minus 6. Or 48 divided with minus 8. Both are the same answers. Okay. This is the example. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Next we will discuss the properties of division of integers, and you just observe this statement and we will complete these blanks here. So minus 8 is divided by 3 is minus 8 by 3. Okay, result is an integer. See here, what is this result?
Minus 8 by 3.
No, this result, see, we are having minus 8 by 3 is the answer. But result is what? Integer or whole number or natural number or rational number?
Yes, sir. Rational number. Or integer, sir.
See how it is integers. The integers are negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. There is no decimal numbers for an integer. Okay? Same here. This result is not also a, this is also a not integer. Result is not an integer. Okay? This is also not an integer because this is in a decimal. So in integers we don't have any decimals. In whole numbers also we don't have any decimals. Clear? Okay. Next. And the commutative property is there, no? The commutative property is a not holds for a whole numbers under division. Okay. That we will check with our integers also. Okay. So now we are discussing the commutative in division for an integers. Okay. So suppose here A and B are two integers. Commutative in addition, what? A plus B is equal to B plus A. Commutative in subtraction, it has to satisfy A minus B is equal to B minus A. Commutative in multiplication, it has to satisfy A into B is equal to B into A. Is that true? Then commutative in division, it has to satisfy A division with B is equal to B division with A. This we need to check here. A divided by B is equal to B divided with A. Is this case possible? Is this case possible? Now I will take A comma B, two integers. Na? A is equal to minus 5, B is equal to 4. A is an integer, B is an integer. Now I will make division for these two. Minus 5 by 4. A by B is equal to. Now what is the B by A? Minus 4 by 5 it will be. So this 5 by 4 and 4 by 5, these two are equal. Is these two are equal? These two integers, these two.
No, sir.
No, it's not equal.
No, sir. No, sir.
Not equal. So we can say division is a not commutative. Division is means the commutative property is not holds for division in integers. Okay? Understood? Now here, like in whole numbers also. In whole numbers also, this division is not holds. Why? Because whole numbers are starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Then in whole numbers, suppose if I do 1 upon 0 and this 0 upon 1, these two are equal?
No, sir. No, sir.
Not
No,
equal.
sir.
So that is why here also this division is a not commutative for integers and whole numbers also. Okay? And for natural numbers also it won't holds. Okay, Charan. What about the remaining students? You are all clear now? Everyone is understanding now what I am telling? Okay, very good. So, what happens when we divide a whole number with a 1? Here minus 8 is divided with 1 is minus 8. Minus 11 is divided with 1 minus 11. Okay, here minus 25 divided with 1 is how much? Minus 37 is divided with 1. Here minus 48. Okay. Means this shows that what? When we divide any negative integer or any integer with 1, we will get the same integer. When we divide with 1 for any integer, we will get the same integer. Okay. So in generalized case, we can tell as a divided with 1 is equal to a, where a is an integer. Okay. If you divide with any integer with 1, you will get the same integer. Okay. So this is one type of property. And after understanding this one, you can go through this one. You can analyze these things. Okay. Clear? Means after understanding this one, suppose 10 by 2 is there. How much its value? 5. Why we are getting this 5? What is the meaning of this 10 by 2? Okay. 10 by 2 or 10 by 3 or 10 by 4. What is the meaning of this one? Yes, yes. We will understand these things in a fractions and decimals. It will be very clear in that one. In the next chapter, we are having a fractions and decimals. Na? There we will understand very easily. Okay. And here you observe what is the answer here? Minus 8 divided with minus 1. How much? So 11 divided with minus 1. So here this is minus 13. Next. Here. So means what you should understand is here. You just note down this table here. Just note down this table. Plus minus. It will be as a minus. Minus plus. It will be as a minus. Plus divided. See, these are division. So here plus you will get minus you will get a plus. Okay? Is this clear with you all? These things you need to follow. This step. So you please go through this example 6. And now I will go through the example 7. A shopkeeper earns a profit of ₹1 by selling a 1 pen and incurs a loss of 40 paisa per pencil while selling the pencils of her old stocks. Okay. So now in particular month she incurs a loss of ₹5 and in this period she sold 45 pens. How many pencils did she sell in this period? So here, from here, what we need to understand is that a shopkeeper earns a profit of ₹1 by selling a 1 pen. Okay, and by selling a pencil, she will get a loss of 40 paisa. Okay, then in a particular month, she incurs, means she got a loss of ₹5. In this period, she sold 45 pens. How many pencils did she sell in this period? That is we need to find. First, here she sold 45 pens, na? So what is her property? How her profit? What is her profit? By selling each pen, she will get a ₹1 here, na? She earns 1 rupee by selling a 1 pen. What is her property? She profit if she sells 45 pens. 45 rupees as profit. This is her profit on pens only. Okay, this is clear now. Next, next loss. So, see, in a particular month, she incurs a loss of 5 rupees. She lost as 5 rupees. Okay, when she will get a loss? She get a loss when she sold a pencil. Na? For each pencil, 40 paisa. For each pencil, 40 paisa. She will get the loss. So, what is the total loss? What is the total loss? Means how many pencils she sold. Are you understanding the question first? Huh? So here profit means plus, positive. Loss means that is a negative number. So here she lost a 5 rupees now. So that is why it is, we can denote this 5 as a minus 5. Okay. So now, yes, now we need to find how much she earned. 45 rupees is a profit and 5 rupees is a loss. Now what is the total loss? So profit plus loss. So your profit is a 45 and loss is a minus 5. Okay. Now what is the total loss she incurred? So the total loss is that already she is in a loss minus 45. Okay. And how much she earned the profit? 45 rupees she earned the profit. So then here total loss is that, this is the total loss. Total loss incurred. Incurred how much loss she has. So how much here? Minus 50 rupees. Total loss for her is minus 50 rupees. So minus 50 rupees means next we need to convert it to paisa. Why? Because here per pencil 40 paisa she is lost now. So that we need to find how many pencils. So here we need to convert this 50 into paisa. So how many paisa? 1. Yes, 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. So for 50 rupees minus 50 into 100 is equal to minus 5000 paisa. Clear? Now loss incurred by selling a 1 pencil is a 40 paisa for 1 pencil is 40 paisa. So for 5000 pencil, 5000 paisa means how many pencils? Minus 5000 divided with 40. 0, 0. 500 by 4 is 125. Okay. And next problem. In the next month, she earns neither profit nor loss. Means she don't have any profit or any loss. But if she sold 70 pens, how many pencils did she sell? If she sell 70 pens, then how many pencils did she sell? Well, because when she sell 1 pencil, she will get a 40 paisa as a loss. But when she sold 70 pens, now how much her profit? 70 rupees is her profit. Means plus 70. Why? Because when she sell each pen, she will get 1 rupee as a profit. So her profit is that 70 rupees. Okay. So now, so here means she don't have any profit and any loss while doing the business in the next month. No profit and no loss. So profit plus loss is equal to 0. We can say here her profit plus loss is equal to 0 because she don't have. Means here we can write profit is equal to minus loss. So this A plus B is equal to 0, no? A can be written as, if B goes is equal, right side of this is equal minus B, no? So same profit end is equal to, if loss incurred is come here, no? So minus into loss incurred. So what is her profit? 70 pence is one, no? So then her profit is at 70 rupees. So then what is her loss here? Loss is at minus 70. So then minus 70 means 70 rupees means how many paisa? Minus 7000 paisa. Okay. And for each pencil 40 paisa is loss, no? 40. Then number of pencils we need to find. So 7 minus 7000 by minus 40. So 175 pencils she sold. Then her 70 rupees profit will go as a 70 rupees loss. Then there is no profit and no loss in that particular month. Clear? And you just go through the exercise 1.4 here. Okay. Evaluate each of the following. This, what is the answer of this one? Minus 30 divided with 10. Minus 3. 50 divided with minus 5. Minus 10. Same here we do for the remaining problems. Okay. Here I need to verify this one. A division with this one. A division with B plus C is it not equal to A division with B plus A division with C. This equation I need to check with the following A, B, C numbers. Okay. So here you need to find first here A division with B plus C. In this operation you first do the bracket operation here. First do the B plus C. B is minus 4, C is 2. Minus 4 plus 2. Then division with A. 12. So 12 division with, what is minus 4 plus 2? Minus 2. Okay. 12 divided with minus 2 is how much? Minus 6. Clear now? Then you do separately for A division with B and A division with C, and after that you need to add this one, these two results. Everyone is clear now what I am teaching? Okay. Then see here, A divided with B. What is A here? 12. 12 with here. 12 divided with B is minus 4 plus then A division with C 2. So 12 divided with minus 4 is how much? Minus 3 plus 6. How much here? 3 is the answer. So now is this 3 and this 6, these both are equal? Not equal. He already mentioned here not equal. So then this is a true. Okay? You solve this as a homework. And here, what we should put here? 369 divided with what? Then I will get, yes, here 1, here 1, here, C. Minus 206. 1 is there. Here minus 206. That is why here minus 206. Here minus. Sorry. Here. No, wrong. See here minus 87 is there. If I put here 1 now, I will get minus 87. Then I need to put here minus 1. Okay? Here what I should put here?
87 minus 87 is
Here
48.
wrong.
Minus 48.
Minus 1. Yes. Here G. Quickly.
Minus 10, sir. Minus 10.
Here
Minus 2.
minus 12. How minus 2 here? Minus 12 by 4 is minus 3.
Minus 2, sir.
Okay, and we solve the remaining problems also. Okay, so like the pencil problem is there na, same in this way only. This one, this sixth problem is there. We do this one. Okay, so now we will discuss this fifth problem. The temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees centigrade above 0. 10 degrees centigrade above 0. And if it decreases at a rate of 2 degrees centigrade per hour until midnight. Okay, it decreases at a rate of 2 degrees centigrade per hour until midnight. At what time would the temperature is 8 degrees centigrade below 0? At what time? And what would be the temperature at midnight? See here. The temperature at 12 noon was at 10 degrees centigrade above 0, and if it decreases at a rate of 2 degrees centigrade per hour until midnight. So here 12 noon to 12 midnight. 12 noon to 12 midnight. So per each hour the temperature is decreases at a rate of 2 degrees centigrade. At 12 noon how much I have a temperature? 10 degrees centigrade. 10 degrees centigrade. So then after 12 how many hour means per each hour we are decreasing the temperature decreases by 2 degrees centigrade. Okay. So here next after 12 we will be having a 13 in 24 hours format 13 or in 12 hours format 1. So at 1 o'clock 1 p.m. 1 p.m. is how much temperature? 8. At 2 p.m. 6 degrees centigrade. Okay. At 3 p.m. Okay. Here he asked one question is that what time would the temperature 8 degrees centigrade below the 0? Okay. No. You please observe here. Below 0. Below 0 means what? Minus 8 degrees centigrade. When it happens minus 8 degrees centigrade. That is we need to check here. Here 8 degrees centigrade is above 0 means positive value. Next he asked the question is that minus 8 degrees centigrade. Why? Because 8 degrees centigrade below 0. Here we are having a 0. Below 0 means minus. Above 0 means plus. So next at 4 p.m. what is the temperature? At 5 p.m. At 6 p.m. Excellent. Next. One more. What would be the temperature at midnight? At midnight, what is the temperature? Midnight means at 12. At 10 p.m. how much? Minus 10. At 11, minus 12. At 12, minus 12. Okay, answer is here minus 14 degrees. Okay, this is the way to calculate the problem. Okay, with this we completed our integers. And what we discussed in these integers? We discussed about what is an integer and we discussed about the basics of whole number, natural number. Okay. Then we discussed about the properties of an integer. What are the properties? Closure, commutative, associative and distributive. And we discussed about the identity element, multiplicative identity. Praveen, can you mute? Praveen, mute please. We discussed about the multiplicative identity and additive identity also. Okay, and we discussed about the associativity, and we discussed about the applications of properties. Discussed about the applications of properties, and we discussed about the division on commutative. Okay, for integers we discussed, and these are the things we discussed, and I gave some homework problems to you. You please solve the homework problems, and we will meet in the next class.